Hey everyone, good morning. Vic Batista here. I want to show you something. I'm working on the anesthesia unit, the Aspire View. This is made by GE. I just wanted to share with you one of the areas that I'm finding that are very important, most important when it comes to doing maintenance on this machine. Some things that I always find, and it has to do with the area here where you have your pneumatics. This is the area where I find most of the problems are. And I think this is just quick tips for maintenance and cleaning out. This can also be done by the operator. Generally, that's what you find in the instruction manual. But it's just basic cleaning procedures when it comes to the breathing system on this unit. And I took this one apart and I have it here separated just so that you can get an idea. This is where the flow sensors go on the unit, and also the exhalation valves. And this is the area where really I find that it oftentimes gets most neglected when maintenance is being performed, but it also causes quite a bit of problems if this is not cleaned out, the breathing system here. And I'll just show you these components here that get pretty dirty and need to be cleaned out. I call these the little spider valves. But again, these get pretty nasty at times. And also the rest of the system here, where we just need to give it a little more attention when we are doing cleaning and maintenance. As you can see, I've taken this one apart. But if this area is not cleaned out properly and is neglected, it will definitely cause a lot of problems with the machines here by the bellows. So this is the APL valve over here, and this is the bottom of it, and this is where the flow sensors go. And it's pretty much the system here that later on I'll show you how to pull it out. It's very simple and it just comes apart, but very good opportunity for troubleshooting and also keeping this unit working as it should. So again, this is just the proper cleaning that we should be looking at, using alcohol swabs. I like to use this. This is great. And I like to use a good old Allen wrench, skinny, and I can just basically use this to wipe most of these components and get into those small areas that is hard to get in there with your hands. So again, just quick tips on the Aspire View, a little bit of cleaning tips, but always follow the service manual and the operator's manual to do it correctly. But hopefully this will just help troubleshoot some areas that I find most common neglected. Thanks. All right, so let me show you now as I put this back together. This is what the assembly looks like once it's put all back together. This is here for our pneumatic system, and this is where your APL valve and all your flow sensors, your valves go into. And here on the side of the unit, if you can see it, this really lines up, if you can see it pretty good there. And you basically just slide it back into the actual chamber. And once you line all this up, let me just lift it up a little bit here. You can see the side of the unit here. And once you have everything in place, this all pushes right in. And also pull it out the same, pulling this little latch. I like to push it in, make sure that everything latches into place. And that's how we get everything back in there. But again, this is an area that I would recommend highly cleaning, taking a look at it, because that's the area where you find a lot of the problems with these anesthesia machines. All right, so I got this all put back together, and now we have the Aspire View here. We see it cycling and functioning normally as it should once we put the pneumatic breathing system back in. It's all cleaned up, and that's what we want. It's a normal function operation, as we can see here in our display. Exhale volume, rate, oxygen. We see our bellows doing what it's supposed to do. No leaks. I think we got it.